Hello. So, hey, how are you today, Trevor? What brings you in?
I'm okay. Um, my group home said I had to come in here today to talk to you, so I'm here.
Okay, so what would you like to talk about today?
Um, I don't want to get kicked out of my group home. They caught me doing a few things. It was only like once, and so I'm here. They said if I talk to you, I can stay.
Okay, so if you talk to me, you can stay. So, let's
Yep.
talk about some of the things that's been going on. So, what's been going on in the group home?
Um, well, I don't like it there, but it's the best place right now. I don't have anywhere else to go. I guess they caught me with some alcohol, but I'm 18, so I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Okay.
And a few other things I've been up to, but
hmm So, you're 18 and it's not a big deal, but you're in a program right now. Is that correct?
it is. I've been here 3 times. I've been here about a year, and I turned 18, so I think I should be able to do more of what I want. And they keep on trying to tell me I can't. And then, went out with a friend and got in a little bit of trouble, and then they found some alcohol on me, and now I gotta come see you once or twice a week, or however long you keep me, I guess.
Okay. So, one of the things, there are a few things that from my understanding, for you to remain in the program here,
Hmm.
you have to do. So, a couple of things, as from my understanding, is that you have to stay in the program. You have to not use alcohol, not drink
Yep,
alcohol, not
yep.
use any drugs, and
Which
you
really
have
isn't
to,
fair, but
okay, and you have to abide by some of the rules that's here on campus for you that they put in place, and you have to attend school, right?
yeah, but I'm 18, so I should be able to kind of pick when I go to school. And I don't like one of my staff members, so I don't really like to listen to him.
hmm
And I really only get in trouble when he's on shift.
Okay.
And smoking a little weed is not that big of a deal.
You say it's not that big of a deal, but it's still not correct. It's not right. So we do need to talk about what we're going to do as far as you using illegal substances and following the directions while you're here at the home. So let's talk about some of the things that we can do to change that type of behavior.
I guess.
Okay. Are you willing to talk with me about that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe you can talk to the group home. I just want to be able to kind of do what I want,
hmm
and I've been there for a year, so they should kind of understand if I want to leave. And, I know marijuana is illegal, and I didn't know, they caught me smoking and had maybe some other drugs in there too, but, I wish they would just relax a little bit about it.
Okay. So what's going on with you when you are smoking or getting into trouble?
Well, when this one staff is on shift, he won't get off my case, so I sign myself out and I go over to a friend's house and I need to relax. I got a lot going on, and sometimes we smoke a little weed. It's not a big deal. I'm sober by the time I come back, usually. And, they caught me with alcohol in my book bag, but the bottles were empty. I didn't have alcohol on campus. Um, So I just kind of go over there to relax and get away from the staff, who's always on me. Um, Plus, two, I mean, I turned 18. Now I can sign myself out and do what I want.
Okay. So I hear you keep saying you're 18,
Yep.
but you signed yourself back into care, and the rules are that you can't have alcohol on campus and you can't use any illegal substances. So you have tested positive for illegal substances, and that's breaking the rules. And from my understanding, you want to remain in the program. So we do need to start talking about some of the things that you can do to remain in the program if that's what you want to do.
It is. I want to stay.
Okay,
I mean,
so,
it's just because I don't have anywhere else to go. So I
okay.
don't really have too much of a choice.
So if you want to stay, we do need to work on some things. And
Okay.
you're sincere about doing it, we can set some goals. So as far as the group home situation, that seems like it's a trigger for you. And
That staff member is. That is, it's, I don't like him.
Okay, so when he's on shift, let's think of some things that you can do besides going out and hanging with the wrong crowd and getting into trouble. What are some things that you can do on campus in the evenings when that person is on shift to instead of going out and getting in trouble?
I mean, I can go outside and play basketball. That usually helps. And I'll listen to my music sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good way to get your mind off of doing other things. So listening to music, playing basketball.
We just kind of hang out, you know, like everybody's hanging out on picnic tables near the basketball court.
Right. Okay.
You know, so I'll do that. It's just sometimes, you know, it makes me mad, so I just sign myself out and take off instead.
And so another thing you can do is I'm going to give you a homework sheet. It is called a
Homework?
Yes. It's just you to write your thoughts down. And so you can process your thoughts. It's called the CBT thought record. And so you will process some of the things that's going on with you at that particular time when you're having a situation, you know, instead of you reacting to go use illegal substances or doing things you aren't supposed to, you kind of process it out on a piece of paper. And then how you can do the right thing instead of going off and doing something that you're going to get in trouble for.
It's like a diary?
No, it's not like a diary. We'll process it when you come back. Once you do the homework.
So you can read it?
Yes, you'll read it.
So like when he pisses me off, I just go out and talk about it in my journal.
In your journal.
Okay.
So some of the things, let's look at it here. So on the thought record.
He makes me mad like every day.
He does.
So I gotta.
Well,
write it like every
you'll have
day.
a lot of homework when you come back to see me.
Okay.
So on the thought record, you'll answer some of the questions. It's a handout that I give you.
Okay.
When you have a trigger, so Avery seems to be a trigger for you, correct?
Yeah, he pisses me off. Yeah.
So you don't want to go into an environment where you're going to get in trouble. So at that particular time, we'll ask you on the thought record, you'll say, where are you? What's going on around you? What's the event or situation? So you'll write about that.
Okay.
What's your feelings or emotion? So what I want to do is kind of do a scaling, like from 0 to 100. What are your feelings? What's going on? How are you feeling at that particular time?
Okay.
What is that negative thought that you're having in reference to that situation? What are you going to do? Like, what do you want to do? So then we need to talk about how did you respond?
Okay.
So rationalizing the response to that negative thought. So then when you're doing that, you're writing all this stuff out. Then this allows you to reassess your feelings because you're calming down as you're writing all this stuff out and you're thinking about it. Then at the end, I want you to think about your emotions at that time and your feelings, and then reassessing it on a scale from 0 to 100. And let me know at the end how you felt after you did the exercise.
So does Avery doesn't get to see this, does he?
No, Avery doesn't get to see it. So you're going to keep it. And you can keep it in a notebook
Okay.
and then bring it back, the next week when we meet. And then we'll talk about it. At that particular time, we'll start processing some of your feelings and thoughts and some of the things that you could do differently when situations or events come up. Okay?
So every time I get mad, every time he's on shift, it's going to be a lot.
Okay. Well, then you'll have a lot to do, and it'll give you some time to replace those negative things with positives. So you'll have time to think about it.
Now, he's going to bring me to therapy. You're not going to go tell him
No.
what I wrote
Well,
down, are you?
the things that we talk about in therapy are private and will not be shared with anyone outside of, here. So we need to talk about the goals. So let's talk about your goals at this time. The goals that you have for remaining in the program, I want to make sure that they're clear and you understand them. So
Okay.
Can you tell me what your goals are?
Well, I guess I want to stay here until I find something better.
And so what are your plans for staying here? How do you plan to do that?
Coming to see you, I guess, is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably shouldn't be around smoking weed, bringing alcohol back.
Right. That's good. And
When I go to school, they say I got to go to school every day. I go almost every day, but not every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to do a little bit better with that. And I think that'll let me stay here for a little while longer.
Okay. Well, good. That's a step in the right direction. So
Will you tell them I'm working hard, please, so that they'll kick me out?
Well, I will definitely do that. And
Okay.
they'll see that you're working hard by the changes in your behavior. So once they
Okay.
see that you aren't having, once you do the drug screens, and they do the random drug screens, and they see that hey, they're negative, and they see those, and they see that the drug, when they search your room, that you aren't having any additional alcohol bottles or anything like that in your room, they'll see that you're making positive changes and the steps in the right direction, and then they'll reassess the situation, and you will be able to remain in the program if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I think Avery wants me gone, so just
if
make sure
Avery,
you tell him I'm working hard when he brings me.
Yeah. So if Avery wants you gone, then you need to work harder to change those feelings. Okay.
I can probably do that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in, and we will talk again next week. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.